There are some casinos out there that charge an ante like 50 cents or $1 for every hand of blackjack you pay. In this video, I'm going to explain everything you need to know about ante blackjack. I had a phone call recently with a new Blackjack Apprenticeship member, and he's just starting to train and take his game to the casino, and he said, hey, I went to this casino and they were charging an ante, 50 cents on every hand that I played, and he said, I got crushed there. I said, yeah, of course you did. So let me break down the math of playing an ante blackjack game. If you're sitting in an ante blackjack game and you're playing 100 rounds per hour, which is about average speed of a blackjack game, if you're paying 50 cents a hand, you're paying $50 an hour to sit at that blackjack table. If you're playing 2 spots at 50 cents, or if you're paying $1 a hand because you're betting more, you're paying $100 an hour to sit at that table. Let me put that in context for a card counter. Let's say you want to make 50 cents at a true 3. You'd have to bet $100 at a true 3 to generate 50 cents of EV. The cost of playing that ante is going to be really difficult to overcome as a card counter. Imagine you had to pay $50 an hour of parking to play at a casino. Would you play at that casino? Or maybe $100 an hour for parking to play at that casino? The odds are that cost is going to be way too much for you to ever play that game. So why do casinos even offer these games where they charge an ante? Some casinos offer them as they build up their revenue for their revenue pool to have enough money to actually run the casino. And the thought is, not only are we beating the players at the game, but on top of that, we're taking 50 cents or $1 for them every hand, and that builds up enough money that the casino can then get rid of the antes and play a normal blackjack game that still has the edge over the player. A lot of it's that casinos have to pay a fee by law, and so they can either cover the fee themselves because they know they're going to make enough money off of the table games, off of the hotel fees, off of the meals, that they'll just pay that fee themselves to just offer a normal blackjack game. Other casinos say, you know what, we're just going to make the players pay that fee on top of what they're already losing to us. Some casinos out there that have ante blackjack actually remove those fees on certain nights of the week. So if you're in a part of the country that has ante games, ask or find out if there are certain times or nights that they don't charge you an ante. I've played an ante blackjack game once in my life. We were on this blackjack trip and we showed up at a casino. It was called San Manuel in Southern California, and this is about 15 years ago. We show up there and they charge an ante on every hand. So what did we do? We had a really, really large bankroll. And what we did is we sat out and waited for above a true 3 when we knew that our $500 or $1,000 bets were going to be making us enough money that it was worth the cost of the ante. It wasn't ideal, but we were already at the casino, so we did it for a bit. Fortunately, the next time we showed up at that casino a year later, they'd removed the antes and we were able to beat it like a normal blackjack game with card counting. But the bottom line is, unless you think that you can cover the cost, and I don't mean by getting lucky, but in terms of EV, you can cover the cost of that ante, do not play an ante blackjack game. To cover those costs, you're gonna have to be generating a lot more EV than you are paying to play that ante. So if you're gonna be paying $50 an hour or $100 an hour, you wanna know that you're generating a few $100s of EV. Otherwise, just don't play those casinos, period. A couple general lessons to take from this. One is be informed. So this guy that I had the phone call with, he didn't understand the cost of the game he was playing. He wasn't thinking about how that ante was adding up to $50 an hour just to sit there and practice some card counting. Secondly, know the math before you sit down. Know that, yeah, you can bet $100 at a truth 3 and you're not making $100. You're actually making about 50 cents when you do that. So it helps to understand the math. We really get into this at a boot camp, but we also get into this in our video course. You need to know the math behind the things that you're playing if you're going to try to beat the casino. The final lesson is don't give the casinos any more money than they're already taking from gamblers. You don't want to give casinos additional money on top of what they're already taking from the players at the table. We at Blackjack Apprenticeship, we want to beat casinos. We want to take money from them, not give them money. So be informed, play smart, and take casinos for everything that they've got. To learn more about card counting and beating casinos at blackjack, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel here, or you can check out our free card counting mini course where we teach what card counting is and isn't and find out if it's a good fit for you. We'll see you next time.